A young man in an expensive suit, hair perfectly styled, climbed the broad marble staircase with carved mahogany banisters. He was clearly in a hurry, yet every movement held dignity. At the second floor, he turned right, crossed a bright hall, and stopped at a heavy door. A polite knock, permission granted, and he stepped into a spacious office flooded with daylight. The room impressed at once. High plaster ceilings, wood-paneled walls, an enormous marble fireplace crowned by an old mirror, lavish armchairs, and a carved coffee table, the kind of place built to make visitors feel small. At the far end, by the window, stood a massive wooden desk. Behind it sat a man in his 50s. Authority and experience settled on him like a tailored coat. He wrote a few final lines, paused, and lifted a calm, assessing gaze toward the newcomer. The young man handed him a folder. "Mr. Douglas has died." "Well, expected. The old man held on for a long time. May he rest in peace." The older man opened the folder. "Is this his will?" The assistant nodded. "If I remember right, it's complicated." "You remember correctly. Mr. Douglas leaves most of his estate to his eldest grandson, a son of his first daughter. If I skip the fine print, the story goes like this." He spoke evenly, like someone repeating unpleasant facts for the record. "She married young, for love, without her father's consent, to a poor man. She became pregnant almost immediately. Soon after, her husband died in an accident, never seeing his child born. The daughter suspected her father arranged it. There was no proof, but she changed her name, disappeared, and stayed hidden for years. Perhaps no one looked too hard. A year ago, when Mr. Douglas learned he had cancer, he came to us for help finding her and the grandson. You know what the rest of his children are. Difficult. They are indeed," the older man said dryly. "We hired a private investigator and found a lead. Turned out the daughter had already died, but the grandson was alive. We ran a secret DNA test. The match was confirmed. Mr. Douglas asked us to keep it quiet. He feared the other heirs would react badly, possibly violently." "They might," the older man agreed. "And the grandson?" "The grandson has a few eccentricities. He lives reclusively, home and work, nothing else. No friends, no relationships. Understandable, given his circumstances. You'll find the details in his file." He tapped the folder. "We reported everything to Mr. Douglas. Almost immediately, he revised his will, naming his grandson the principal heir. Control of Douglas Group passes entirely to him. The others still receive generous portions, property, collections, but that's pocket change next to the company's assets. That's certain." The older man leaned back, thinking. "So, our task isn't limited to reading the will aloud. The main thing is delivering the heir to the meeting, alive and well. That could prove difficult. If we invite him officially, he might never reach us. The others are watching every move. We could expose the boy." He looked up. "Any ideas?" The young man hesitated only a moment. "We have a plan, risky, but feasible.